Well, welcome back to Indian Trace. If you've been tuning in lately and enjoy the museum displays that I've been doing, I call them museum displays for a reason posted on the last video. But these points right here are the points of Mecca. And maybe a couple little teeny areas right next to Mecca. But all of these are Mecca. And the funny thing is, of course, as the other displays, and take a look at these. This is just incredible stuff. And then before we get a close-up of these, I will say that I'm surprised. As it turns out, Mecca, in terms of my display quality pieces, has only provided a couple pieces of quartz. Just a couple. Nice ones, indeed. Check out this piece. So I'm surprised. I mean, I haven't pulled them out and looked at them all together. As in from one collecting field, one area, a site that I call it. Again, this is Eastern North Carolina, an area that you might have heard me mention on camera more than once, called Mecca. Before I get rolling here, take a look at this piece that I found really early out at Mecca. It is definitely bigger than all the rest. Thin to the wind. A little bit crazy, isn't it? Big piece. I found it early on at Mecca, and you know, I don't altogether here in North Carolina find this kind of big pieces that they find either in Missouri or out west or what have you. Long story short, as I take a look at these, let me let me check out the quartz with you first, not including the sugar quartz, because there's a couple really sweet pieces of sugar quartz here. Don't find a lot of quartz at Mecca, as this proves. I never would have guessed that, but not much. Not like Crystal Beach or the others. But they still worked it and did a good job. I mean, look at this piece right here. Unbelievable. And a shout out to my friend Lawrence. First time ever a fan from YouTube. Actually went through town and shouted out to me. And I put him out on a couple real nice sites that I love. You've heard me mention them, Oak Waters, and I think I showed him how to get to Deer Pass and Mecca. It's all right with me if he can get it out there. I mean, I can't get out there today. I'm just taking a couple minutes here through my lunch and showing you some of this. This is a piece of sugar quartz. These are my top shelf from Mecca. Of course, I found a whole lot more there. And I'm just showing you the pieces that are quartz based first. I mean, look at this piece of sugar quartz. And then one more, because there's only like 5 here, little piece of sugar quartz, archaic work that they're doing. The funny thing is, these 3 right here at the top, they were found in the exact same spot. Well, of course, within a 20 yard by 20 yard area. And that's funny to me. Anyway, let's go around this thing. Take these 3 on the outside first. Look at these 3 right here. Mecca does provide, and they did work a lot of rhyolite there. Just incredible artifacts. So anyway, shout out to Lawrence. I hope you did well today. If you get to see this before I talk to you again, you know, that was pretty cool. Sometimes it's cool just to, as he said, to meet somebody and see him pass on through and wish them your best and let them go out there and check things out and see what they can find too. Nice point there. Here's a piece of rhyolite. It's funny, you know, when you see a piece from an area that you collect, you know the exact spot that you pulled it off of. Just a little nick at the bottom, but that is a really great piece right there. Now we'll jump to the 3 on the other side. Look at this piece. I mean to tell you. And that's all of 2 inches long. Actually, it's a little longer. Just a shad, maybe 2 1/4. But that is a devastating point. Heavy and strong. Another notch point. They make some great notches at Mecca. This piece and this piece were pretty much found right in the same little local area. Now Mecca's huge. Here's another point. Just a great notch point. Now, how do I need to work this? A couple at the bottom that are just great points. This is purplish pink point right here. If it were wet, you could see that, but just a great looking point. This is a variated material I found recently. And let's go right around this circle if I can do it. I'm trying to take a look at it. Just unbelievable pieces to me. Worthy of my display cases and what have you. And I'll make cases in the future. You know, people say, you know, there's a lot of guys with some incredible cases that are just museum grade. Some are really trying to sell a bunch of their stuff. Others are just doing it for posterity and for their family. I'm approaching those things. I've got some cases and some ideas. I may well do cases that, you know, represent different locations. I think Flint's Ball, you do that. That'd make a great case with a label that says MECCA on it. Of course, here you go. There's 3 Guilfords. They make Guilfords out there. Look at those. Beauties. In rhyolite. I don't know if my focus give me a fit here. That's banded. If that were wet, you'd really see something on that thing. So if I can get out of the light, I'm blocking it. You can see it a little bit there. This is just straight green rhyolite. Anyway, my buddy down from the north, I think, is out there hunting those areas today, and you know, I hope he finds something. I think I showed him the best possible way to get out there to sites that I found some of these at, so you never know. It's just not the perfect time to go hunting, but you can't always ask for the perfect times to go out there. You just go and do your best. Great little Marl Mountain. We saw that one. Look at this piece. The points of MECCA. If you're just tuning in or jump through the video, Eastern North Carolina provides a great diversity of archaic North American Indian projectile points. Now these, of course, predate the historic period Indians. They go way back, right straight through the Anasazi, right through the Mississippi, and right back through the Adena, back to the Stone Age. Archaic, well-known, and woodland Indians. These are archaic pieces for the most part you're looking at. There's probably some woodland here. But just some great points. Look at this point. My goodness. And some of these I did capture on film, and they were great finds to find while I was on film and what have you. Nice Guilford. And as I get ready to finish up here, look at this piece, how it's relieved. Nothing wrong with it, exactly the way they made it, but take a look at this closely. This is a fantastic piece right here. Balanced, thin. Love that piece, just the way they have it relieved on the back there. That's a fine looking piece. So right here, what you're looking at are the points of MECCA. Wanted to share that along with the others and just try to keep it lively and try to keep it fun. Appreciate you tuning in. Up here, I think a couple of my most incredible to finish off. This is a piece of sugar quartz. One of my best. It is dark charcoal gray. Nice piece. And this piece, found way in the back of MECCA. This piece is actually found at the same place I found that Guilford that I filmed yesterday. Great stuff. So here on Indian Trace, there's an Indian head nickel. I really appreciate you tuning in. And wherever you are out there as the spring breaks, I hope you find some great stuff. And that right there is just a little bit of a daily museum of the points I found in MECCA. Really appreciate you tuning in.